Okay, we're ready.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the E-Bible Fellowship Media Outreach Instructional. The purpose of this, again, is to instruct everyone on the different media platforms, how they can be utilized for listening, for sharing, and so forth. So Carl will take us through. And just to say, wish everyone is having a blessed Lord's Day, and continue to tune in. So I'll hand it over to Carl. Carl?
All right, thank you. Just gonna go ahead and share my screen. Home screen. All right, welcome to another E-Bible Fellowship Social Media Outreach video tutorial. So today we're going to go over the website because I know a lot of people have difficulty finding things on the website, and I think this is long overdue. So we'll just go ahead and get started. All right, so for anyone who's new, our website is ebiblefellowship.org. And let me go ahead and go over there. All right, so I'm going to just start with this first page. We call this the landing page. And the reason that we created this was because on our main page, we were getting a lot of pop-ups for different stuff like track trip events that were coming up, important announcements. It was kind of just taking up a lot of space on the main page. So we decided just to go ahead and create this kind of like a welcome page to our website. So that's what this is. It's not the actual main site. You have to click this to enter our website. This is where all like the studies are and everything else. So this is really just for quick access to join the Zoom meetings and a few other options here. So I'll just go ahead and go through that. So as many of you may know, the first option to join our Zoom meetings is right here. You hit that. You'll notice things change often, I'm sure, on the website. I try to update it frequently. So you'll probably notice a change here. So these are the new button. This is the new button layout. If you want to join the meeting, you hit this. And if you don't know how to join the Zoom meeting, if this is your first time, it's fairly simple, but there are a few more steps that I want to show people just so they know how to get in. Because I know somebody overseas had trouble getting in. So if you don't know how to get in, just hit the instructions here. And you're going to see this little pop-up. And it gives you about 6 steps to fully set up and get into the room. The last step is just the last 2 steps if you want to ask a question. So but yeah, so there's that. So if you want to learn how to get in, now this is not the toll-free number. This is just joining the actual Zoom meeting via video. So this is if you want to show your face, or you can turn your camera off. It doesn't matter, and join this way. So if you click this, that will close it. And then the second option to join in is just to go here to our toll-free numbers section, right? And really, we are hoping to reserve this for overseas callers, because this can add up if we get a lot of calls. So if you don't have to call in, if you can access the Zoom just by downloading the app, that would be preferable. This should be like a secondary option. So you'll see here we have 3 steps, steps 1, 2, and 3. That will get you into the meeting. For step 1, this is going to change based off the country that you're in, right? So you have to come down here. If you're from overseas, you have to find your number. And this list actually needs to be updated because we have some countries have like multiple numbers. So if one number doesn't work, you can try another one. So I do need to update this list. You'll see here with Nicaragua, there's 2 different numbers you can call. And that's depending if you're using a landline or a mobile phone. So yeah, if you want to call from outside the country, find your number here. And then you want to go to step 2, dial in the meeting ID. This doesn't change. And then step 3 is to hit the pound sign. And if you want to ask a question, you hit *6 and *9 to raise your hand. There's also another way to join in. If you want a quick access to join into the video, you just hit this button there. All right. All right. So if you want to go back to the landing page, which is the first initial page, you just hit this icon on the top, and that'll take you right back. All right. So we went through these two. If you want to watch the open forum from our website, then you can hit here. So initially we had a YouTube embed. So it was taking the video from YouTube and putting it up on our website, but we're trying to set up our own server. So it just streams directly to our website. So this is the process. This is one step we've made towards that. So you can watch this program actually right now if you hit the play button here. It's just another option to watch our videos. Okay, the fourth option here is the live schedule. This is all of the events that we host on Zoom. So if you click that, you'll see what the times and what we live stream. All right, and then social media. These are all the social media platforms that we're on. You scroll down, you'll see the list is growing. Go back here. And finally, the language page. This is something that we're working towards. We have a few languages up. We got Spanish, Chinese, and Russian, but we're hoping to get a lot more. So that's something to keep in prayer. Okay, and then the players here, and down here you can watch our "Why is the World So Divided" video. This is a good video to share. It's a long video. It's about 16 minutes long, but it really goes through really a lot of the stuff we've learned over the past 10 years. So it packs in a lot of stuff. So it's a long video, but it's I think it's worth the watch. Okay, and then this next section is important announcements. These are just announcements that we have. We try to keep this updated as frequently as possible. So look here if you see if you want to see like if an open forum has been canceled or some upcoming event or just any important announcement. And then right here is the track form sign up. So right now you don't see anything here. It's because we don't have any events that are coming up yet. So if you want to join a track trip, you can just look to this section in the future. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this landing page. So we're just going to go ahead and enter the main site. All right, so you might notice things look a lot different. We've recently updated the layout just to make it a lot easier for people to find content. We used to have this menu up here that, I'm not sure how many people knew how to access it. So we just, we kind of wanted to simplify things here. So all of our pages are right here in this whole section. So you can just click any one of these and that will take you to that page, right? Now we added this little search finder here. It's called a page finder. So if you don't want to go looking for something here and you just want to narrow down the search results, you can just type in whatever you're looking for. So if you're looking for the track page, just type in tracks and you'll see it narrows down the results. And you just hit Bible tracks. And then if you want to go back home, just hit the home page. That'll take you back here. Okay, if you want to search the website, you come up here. So if you're looking for a particular study, maybe that's a transcript, maybe it's a Facebook note, you can just type whatever you want up here. So for example, if you type in comparing spiritual and then hit search, you're going to see all the results on the entire website for those two words. So, for example, you'll see Bible notes, and it has the those two words. So you can click this, and you'll see this Bible note relating to that topic. So go back. Right. All right, so home just takes you right back here. Bible studies. This is probably one of the most popular pages. So I have it up at the top there. So we have video, audio, and transcripts. Most people just want to listen to audio, so we'll go there. And then after you select audio, you find which teacher you want to listen to. Go to Chris. And you can select the study you want to listen to. So we'll just go to Genesis. Once you select the study, then you'll see this SoundCloud playlist of the first chapter that Chris went through. And then if you want to select another chapter, you have to hit this giant button right here. And you can select another chapter. I do need to fix this because it should be displaying the different chapters. So I'll do that afterwards. But basically, you select the chapter and it'll reload to that specific chapter that you're looking to listen to. Right. All right, so we'll go to Unsealed Teachings. These are just basically written text form of different things we've learned over the years. So I kind of set it up like a little timeline. It's not exactly in the order of how we've learned it or when we've learned it rather, but you can just scroll through and read just like a small snippet of just each doctrine that we've learned. If you want to find something quickly over here, you can just use this little quick menu to find what you're looking for. So for example, if you hit annihilation, that'll bring you right down to the doctrine of hell, and you can read about that here. And that's pretty much it. Let's go back home. All right, this next section, I'm not sure how many people know about this, but we've kind of created our own little blog on our website. It's called Bible Notes Blog. And these are all the Facebook notes that Chris has written over the years. So if you want to find a specific topic, you can select this, and this, I think about maybe 300 of these. So if you scroll down, it takes you all the way to 100. And then if you want to do the next 100, you have to hit next, open the list back up, and you'll see 101 through 200. Yeah, so you just click the one you want to read, and you can read it right here. And then if you want to find when or where that Facebook note is, we have a link here. So you just hit Facebook note, and that will take you right to that exact link on Facebook. And it'll also give you the date, so you can see when this was written. Back home. Okay, so the About page, that just explains E-Bible Fellowship briefly and what it stands for. Back home. There's the Donate page if you want to donate to E-Bible Fellowship. You can donate. We have different options to do that. All right, you'll notice some of these squares don't have icons yet. It's kind of a work in progress. So if you want to contact us, you hit contact. I do want to point out here that we do get people ordering materials on this form. So we just ask if people only use this contact form just to message us, but not to order materials. If you want to order materials, you can hit order materials right here. You can also just email us at info@ebiblefellowship.org and just put in your information, and then you can submit it. Okay, so the next two tabs are the new open forum videos that we do. So we have one section that's for videos and one that's just for audio. So if you hit for video, and there's a little drop down you'll see here. You can select the Sunday ones, or you can select the weekday open forums. Now, this section needs to be updated because we have more than one playlist. I think this is like one of the first playlists we did. So we have, yeah, 1 through, let's see. Yeah, 1 through 199. So we have a lot more episodes than that. So I'll have to update this page, but you can come here if you want to just view the new open forums from our website rather than going right to YouTube. And then if you hit the Sunday open forums, you can see our Sunday studies. This playlist is up to date. It should take you all the way up to the most recent one. So. All right, so same thing for the audio. You can just click that. If you just want to listen to the audio, you have the option to do that here. Go back home. All right, so this I'm not actually entirely sure if it's working, but if you want to sign up for email subscriptions, go ahead and click that and fill out your information here. And if it's working, you should be receiving up-to-date studies. So, all right, this next tab is biblical timeline. This just goes through, it doesn't have the complete timeline, biblical timeline, but it does go through the year 1988 into the church age, all the way up into 2011. And it explains briefly just what took place during this timeline. And then if you come down here, you have the time paths relating to 2033, how to understand like the calendar a bit, like what calendar years mean versus actual years. And then you also have like different time paths to 2033. So you can check that out. Right. This next tab is Bible reading. If you wanted to just listen to Bible reading without hitting the player, you can select which book you want. We don't have a complete list, so whatever's here is what we have. So. All right, if you see a blank square like this, it's a page that we're currently working on that's not ready, so. All right, so Day in the Word. If you want to know where Day in the Word is located, you can see the address here. We no longer host it every fourth Sunday. That's not quite accurate, so that needs to be changed. All right, Bible tracks. You can view or download each of our Bible tracks. All right, so if you want to be able to download content we have on our website, we do have a page that has some stuff. So this hasn't been updated that often, so we do need to do that. But if you want to download like a whole chapter of studies, you can just select this and it'll download the whole chapter. We also have some Sunday studies you can download. We have some images, bumper stickers, images for like t-shirts. If you want to like design your own t-shirt or take this design and print it on your own t-shirt. We also have the literature books that you can download here as well, and the tracks. So. Okay, so this next page is not done. I just wanted to show it though. It's something that it's currently being developed. It's called a Bible question finder. And this is a way for somebody to find a question that might have been asked on the open forum. I think we have about like 800 open forum episodes. So you're bound to find something related to your question. So this is going to be like an easy way to find a question. You know, if you have like if you have a question about like marriage or any type of biblical topic, you can use this find this search engine, and it will help you find that if we have it. So this is something that you'll have to come back to frequently because it'll have to be updated. on a regular basis. Okay. This next page is tracking events in the sign up form. So if you want to sign up for any tracking events, you can come here. If you don't see anything here, that means we don't have any events upcoming. You can just see previous trips that we did go on. All right, Bible music. This is a music that eBible Fellowship has developed. So this is our music page. You do need to give it a little bit of time to load. You won't see the player right away. You'll see these players loading. This one loaded right here. So you can play the music, you can download it. You can also view the words for the song. If you come down here, you can view the lyrics. You can select which lyric you want to, which song you want to view the lyrics to. We're actually working on redesigning this page a little bit, so it's a little easier to use. So you can look out for that. If you don't see the song you're looking for, make sure you scroll to the bottom and hit next page, because there's other songs on this next page. I think there's only 2 pages, so. All right, what's next? All right, so this is our order materials page. If you want to order materials, you just fill out this form. We do have some restrictions on how many booklets you can order, so be mindful of that. And then got devotionals. These are older devotionals that were developed a while ago, so I'm not sure if they're still in development, but if you want to watch them, you can just hit play. You can also hit this little playlist icon that will pop out, and you can see the different episodes in this playlist. And then you can hit this tab for True Believers Moment. It's the same thing. You hit this little playlist icon, and you can scroll through and select what you want to listen to. All right. So we got one more page to go over. That's the calendar page. So this is something that was recently put on the website. I don't know if people are aware of this. So if you want to find like upcoming events, definitely come to the calendar and check it out, because you can get information that way. So for example, I'm going to go to the next month of June, and you're going to see the upcoming conference. What days there. So this is 9, 10, and 11. If you select the date, you'll see when it is, where it's at, and also a short description. So if you're interested in going to the conference and want to know the times and where it's located, then refer to the calendar. Oh, and one last thing, if you should be a way to download documents. Let me see. So you can copy this to your own calendar. If you have a Gmail account, I think this will work. Just hit copy to my calendar. It would actually save this information to your own calendar, and you can get notified. Just trying to see something. I'm not sure if this is going to work for you, but if you hit more details and come and go to Google Calendar, you're going to see this attached document. If you click that document, that will show you the schedule for the day in the Word. If that doesn't work for you, that's okay. I'll put this somewhere else on the website. Actually, what I'll do is, one of these tabs is for Bible conferences. I think it's this one. So I'm going to put that information here if you're interested in it. All right, well, I think that's pretty much it. The players here. We're working on possibly developing like a little miniature version of our player that we can put up here. It's already on the landing page, so I guess it's a little redundant to have it on 2 pages. But we're going to look into adding like a miniature version up here somewhere. So And then if you don't know, we have, well, let me show you this. So if you want to see the player schedule and what's being played throughout the day, just hit this. And this is a schedule of everything that's being played on our 24-hour player. And if you want to select the date, you just come up here and select which date you want. Okay, so this new open forum section, this takes you to our new open forum website. If you're not familiar with that, we have a separate website just for that. So you can either join the Zoom meeting. So for live, you can just hit this. It's another way to join in. And if you want to check out the website, just hit the circle. It'll open up in a new tab. And this website is pretty much just dedicated to the new open forum. So if you want to refer someone to this website that might be interested in calling in, you can do that. All they have to do is hit this website and then hit join meeting, and that will get them inside the meeting. Now, you might want to let them know that there's a certain time that the meeting starts. If they just hit join meeting and we don't have a live session, then nothing's going to happen. So you got to tell them that it's hosted each night, Monday through Friday at 9 to 10 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time, and each Sunday at 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. So let them know that. If you're calling outside the US, this will take you to our toll-free page number that I showed earlier. All right, you can also go back to our main site with that option. You can contact us. And then here's just a brief explanation of how to join, the various ways to join. So you can join by video, you can join by calling in, or you can watch us on YouTube. And then there's a section down here for talking about the division that's taking place. There's a few resources that people can check out here. So we have the track, we have a video that talks about the division. It takes you right to that video I showed you earlier on the landing page. There's a Bible study about it, and there's a few blog posts about the division. So these blog posts I mentioned earlier, those are those Facebook notes that Chris has. So if you click one, that'll take you to this note. And there's a few other ones here too. So it's just a quick way to access materials relating to this topic. And then you can also listen to an audio study about it. So, all right. And that's pretty much it for the website. So I think we're almost running out of time. So maybe we'll open up the room for some questions that somebody might have. Landers either?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I see a few hands. Tony Chalice,
Okay.
Ariel.
All right, Tony.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Well, I thank you, Lord. Thank you. That's a wonderful. I had no idea there was so much involved in this, and it was so valuable. So thank you very much.
No, you're welcome, man.
You probably have it on the list, but I wonder if you can add it. We have other tracks, I believe, 8 or 9 of them translated in different languages. And can you import them sometime when you get a chance? I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Bible.com too, or what? I don't know what they are now.
Yeah. So so we'll add that. I'll show you how you can access. I think we have the Spanish track. I didn't actually go over the international page. So let me just briefly go over that real fast. That's a good question. So if you go to ebiblefellowship.org and you hit our languages page, I didn't actually take you to these pages because this is like a work in progress. So if you hit Spanish, right, and you come down here, you're going to see we have a few studies in Spanish. We have some literature, so hit the literature, and you'll see Why the World is So Divided track here. You can read it in Spanish. You can also listen to it in Spanish right here. This is all going to be redeveloped. We're working on it. So, but for now, you can go here. You can also download. We have the Spanish I don't know what book this is, but okay, this one is the two tribulations at the end of the world, right here in Spanish.
Hmm.
So you can read that in Spanish. So we do have some content. That's in Spanish. We also have some stuff in Chinese. You click that. You can come here and we have some books here in Chinese. I think this is the first track we developed in Chinese. So you can read that. And then finally, Russian's right there. So we don't have too much stuff. So it's pretty basic, but we do have, that's where you can find that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, Carl, we're running a little short on time, but we do have
Okay, we'll get
two more hands.
All right. Ariel, we'll take your question next.
Yeah, Carol, seems like you put a lot of work on this. Thank you so much. And also, do you recommend to invest on a computer? Because a lot of us don't have a computer or a laptop. This is like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I did take everyone through the desktop version, but you can access all of this stuff on your phone as well.
Okay.
Believe it or not. So it's I know it's probably easier to use a desktop, but I can show you if you open up the website, let me see. This is what it'll look like on a phone. So if you just squeeze the page down like that. Oops. All right. So this is what it looked like on a phone. So you hit enter main site. And then if you want to browse the pages, you just hit right here, this little menu. And you can access all those same pages that I went through right here.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, you got it. All right. Looks
Okay,
like that's all the questions. Yep.
Yeah, I believe for now. Okay. So I guess we can close.
Right.
Let's close with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you. We thank you so much for thy mercy and thy protection. We thank you for eBible and for all those that have a hand behind the scenes and the developing of the technology and so forth. And we just would like to thank you, Heavenly Father, for all that thou hast provided and to use this technology for our advantage and for the feeding of thy sheep. And we pray that this content can get out to, many of thy sheep around the world, wherever they are. We ask thy blessings and continual protection upon us and upon all that thou has a hand on. All this we pray in Jesus'